All right, boys, time for another segment of myfi tells you what to get before Beyond Light because there is nothing else to talk about in Destiny 2. And I'm not about to start making videos on Genshin Impact. Okay, I'm joking. It's a good game. I may or may not have played it a few times. I have already made videos on the top 5 must-have exotics, top 5 must-have god rolls, top 5 must-have primaries, and top 5 must-have mods. So today, it's time to tackle the top 5 must-have special weapons and their god rolls for Beyond Light. That's right, boys. Papa myfi is back, and with me I bring 5 weapons that if you don't have by your side going into Beyond Light, then you're doing something wrong. All jokes aside, these weapons are godly, and you need to get your hands on them before November 10th. But plugs must be plugged, so if you're new, and only if you enjoy the videos, then feel free to subscribe. This video is powered by G Fuel, and today is your last day that code myfi will save you 30% off your entire purchase. Also, twitch.tv/myfi with an underscore at the end is where I stream, and I sound like a broken record at this point, but that is where I've been helping people get Whisper, Outbreak, and other exotics that they need before Beyond Light. So if you need help, then come on over and I will help you out. Okay, plugs done, let's get into the video. So a little prerequisite before we actually get into the video, and that's that this list is in no particular order and does not include exotics. Please don't tell me that number 5 should be number 1 because, well, the order of the list just doesn't matter. You should get all these weapons. Also, please don't go in the comment section telling me that special weapons can only be in the energy slot. If it takes special ammo, then it's a special weapon. Okay, I know most of you know this, but some people think that if the weapon is in the energy slot, then it's always a special weapon. Like I had some people commenting that on my primary video, that Nation of Beast was a special weapon because it was in the energy slot. Like, no. Just look at the ammo. Whatever ammo it takes is whatever kind of weapon it is, okay? All right, so coming in at number 5 on the list, we have the Supremacy. I have talked about how good this thing is in past videos, so I'll keep this short. The Supremacy is a 140 RPM kinetic sniper that is acquired from the Last Wish raid. Getting into the god roll for column 1, it doesn't really matter, as you're gonna be spamming this thing into a boss's crit anyway, but stability would help with keeping your reticle on target for that. Then for column 2, and here a pendant mag, which is the only perk in this column that will give you a mag boost without giving you a reload penalty. Now for column 3, and here you are going to want either Snapshot or Outlaw. Snapshot is going to be the best because, like I said before, you're going to be laying into a boss's crit. So Outlaw won't really be useful, but in the off chance that you use this thing on a red or yellow health bar enemy, then it could be useful just for that faster reload. Then for column 4, you're going to want Triple Tap, hands down, no questions asked. All you really need on this gun for it to be the god roll is a pendant mag and Triple Tap, as that combo is going to allow you to dish out tons of bullets, which translates to tons of damage. Then finally, for Masterwork, you should look at getting the Reload Masterwork just to maximize DPS and total damage output in shorter boss damage time windows. Yeah, this gun is great. It's one of the most sought after god rolls in the game. Go get it if you don't got it. Now getting into number 4, we have yet another sniper, Long Shadow. Long Shadow is a 90 RPM kinetic and, well, like I just said, sniper that is acquired from the Vanguard. Getting into the god roll for column 1, and here we have scopes. I would say to look for a low zoom scope with no penalty to stats, so ATA Scout is what you're going to want. For column 2, you're going to want to increase that mag size, so either a pendant mag for a large bump to mag size and nothing else, or a tactical mag for a smaller mag bump compared to a pendant mag, but also an increase to stability and reload speed. Then for column 3, and here you are going to want rapid hit and nothing else. Now on to column 4, and just like column 3, there is only one thing you should look for, and here that would be Triple Tap. Then finally, for the Masterwork, you're going to want reload speed just to maximize that DPS. This is one of the best 90 RPM snipers in the game. It hits hard, it doesn't shoot as fast as a 140, but can still dish out tons of damage. And more than likely, you've already gotten a few rolls, and I would just recommend you going through your vault and just checking and seeing if you got a good roll, because that's what happened to me. I didn't even know I had a good roll until I went back through my vault and found that I actually had the god roll, and it's great. So go get it. Getting on to number 3, we have First In, Last Out. First In, Last Out is a 65 RPM arc slug shotgun that is acquired from Focused Umbral engrams. Getting right into the god roll for column 1, you're going to want range. So Hammerforged rifling, corkscrew rifling, full bore, and extended barrel are all perks you can go with. Now for column 2, you're going to want assault mag for that increase to rounds per minute, which in turn increases your DPS. Now for column 3, auto-loading holster all day, because you can just empty an entire mag into a major or boss's face, then switch to another weapon to continue doing damage. Wait till you hear the little auto-load sound effect, then switch back to the shotgun to dish out even more damage. It's great. Now for column 4, and here we have some really good perks. We got Demolitionist, we got Vorpal Weapon, we got Surrounded, and we got Opening Shot. Now Opening Shot is good, but compared to the other 3, especially for PvE, it doesn't really stack up well. So I wouldn't really go after Opening Shot. In my opinion, unless you have a grenade build that requires demo, then I would look for both Vorpal and Surrounded at the same time, because don't forget that this gun can get 2 column 4 perks once you get to a certain rank in your season pass. And finally, for Masterwork, you should go with range, because well, with auto-loading holster, you're not really gonna be reloading, so a reload Masterwork would be pointless. And then I guess if you don't want range, then you could go with something like stability for when you're laying into an enemy's crit. It just makes it a little bit more easy just to continuously land shots. But I feel like more than likely, you're gonna value a higher damage drop-off more than any sort of stability that the Masterwork would give you. So range, it is. This is probably one of the best shotguns in the game, especially for DPS. You know how whenever you're dealing with a boss or major and you want to keep long range, then you use a sniper. Well, with this is if you want to deal with them close range, because this thing can put bosses and majors down within seconds, especially if you have Vorpal on it with like a boss spec or something. Oh baby, this puts those guys down almost instantly. Now coming in at number 2, we have TRUTHTELLER. TRUTHTELLER is a 90 RPM void grenade launcher and is a roll drop, meaning you can get it from pretty much anywhere. Getting right into the god roll for column 1, it doesn't really matter as it is a controlled detonation, meaning you hold the fire then release to detonate. But even then, I would still say to look for either velocity or blast radius. Velocity if you want your, well, grenade to go faster, and blast radius is, well, in case you want your grenade to do more damage when it actually does detonate. Now for column 2, and here you should be looking for 2 perks that you can alternate between depending on the situation that you're in. Those 2 perks being spike grenades for increased damage on direct impact, or blinding nades for tactical use, as blinding enemies, especially in high level activities, is, well, pretty busted. Then for column 3, and here you should look for auto-loading holster all day. Auto-loading holster is going to allow you to pop off a few shots and swap to a different weapon to continue dealing damage, then swap back to a loaded TRUTHTELLER, which is really, really nice. Then for column 4, you are going to need Disruption Break. This roll is going to allow you to break an enemy's shield, then swap to a high damage kinetic weapon and dish out tons of damage. You can also alternate back and forth between Spike Grenade if you are direct impacting an enemy, and blinding nades for, you know, saving your ass in high level activities, or just blinding low tier ads and cleaning them up. I know a lot of people, including myself, have said that this was going to be the mountaintop replacement. Well, I can say I was wrong, and if anyone else has said that, well, they're wrong, because this thing just doesn't perform like mountaintop. If you're looking for this thing to be a mountaintop like, I mean, it's a grenade launcher and it's a special ammo one, but that's about the only thing that this and mountaintop has in common. So don't go using this thinking that it's going to work like a mountaintop, because it doesn't, and you're going to have to use it a completely different way, and you're just going to have to get used to using it. When I first used it, I really didn't like TRUTHTELLER, but now that I've gotten used to it and gotten used to that controlled detonation, and then I got a Disruption Break one, well, taking down shielded enemies is like cake. And well, you should definitely go get one of these. Now coming in at the numero uno spot, we have the Aikilos SR. The Aikilos SR is a 140 RPM solar sniper rifle that is acquired from focusing Umbral engrams. Getting straight into the god roll for column 1, and here, just like every other sniper on this list, it doesn't matter too much. But if you want to be picky and you just want me to tell you what to get, then anything that adds stability is going to help with keeping your reticle on target whenever you're just laying down shots. Then for column 2, and yes, I know I praise Seraph rounds anytime that it is on pretty much any weapon, but because this is a 140 RPM sniper and it offers tactical mag, well, that's what you're gonna want. Now for column 3, and here 4 times the charm is the way to go for that extra ammo added directly back into the mag after laying a bunch of shots into an enemy's face. Then for column 4, high impact reserves is a must because of how well it pairs with 4 times the charm. It's a combo for crazy amounts of bonus damage. I feel like that the Aikilos SR kind of gets looked over a little bit just because of, well, Supremacy being in the game and Long Shadow being in the game, both weapons that were on this list, but both of those snipers are kinetic, and if you're looking for an energy, then this is your go-to. This thing can seriously pump out the damage, let me tell you. And well, if the enemy just so happens to be solar shielded, well, this gun's gonna be even better. And there we go. If you don't have any of the weapons that I just mentioned, then I highly recommend you get in gear and go start farming for them, as I guarantee you won't be disappointed by any of the weapons on this list. But now I need something from you. Yes, you. I need you to let me know in the comment section if you have any of the roles I just mentioned, especially if you have that God role Supremacy, because if so, then you have one of the most sought after God roles in the game, and I guarantee some people are pretty jealous of you. Also, I posted an unboxing of the Beyond Light Collector's Edition this morning, and it's probably one of the coolest Collector's Editions that Bungie has ever made. So if that sounds interesting, then I highly recommend you go watch that. It'll be in the top little right-hand corner, that little eye thingy. With all that being said, if you enjoyed the video, then feel free to drop a like, and I will catch you all in the next one. Peace.